Hello, I'm Roly. I'm one of the custodians of this woodland in the heart of Derbyshire. This is video blog number 44. 5 years ago, when I first took on this piece of woodland, I began walking it at all hours, in daylight, at dusk, and deep into the night. I wasn't just exploring, I was observing, imagining how branches would shift in the mood with a changing light and passing seasons. I remember forming a brief in my head, almost like I was back at university, setting myself a creative assignment. The idea was simple, but hauntingly specific: to capture the branches of these woods at midnight. Tonight, that vision finally comes to life, and it feels no accident that it comes now, just as we cross the threshold of Lughnasadh, the ancient Celtic festival of the first harvest. For Druids and many others who walk the old paths, Lughnasadh is a time of gratitude, reflection, and spiritual offering, a moment to honor what the earth has given and to acknowledge what we must in turn let go. It is a liminal time, suspended between light and dark, growth and decay. What better moment to walk beneath the trees, listening for what they still carry and what they choose to share. Earlier today, I wandered alone through the woodland, scanning the trees, quietly choosing the ones I felt drawn to. I slowed down, I listened, I meditated, asking the trees and whatever spirits may still linger here for a sign, for some guidance. And I got it. The answer came not in words, but in a feeling. I knew which trees wanted to be seen. The gear is ready, batteries charged, tripod standing by, power banks full. I've chosen to shoot with an aperture of f1.8, using a shutter speeds between 1 and 10 seconds. ISO will range from 800 to 3200, adjusting as the light deepens and light conditions shift. I've decided not to tether the camera to my laptop. I want to process, to stay intuitive, alive, not clinical. I want to respond to the night, not measure it. To someone else, these numbers might seem like jargon, but to a photographer, they're the language of light and intention. Each setting is a choice, each frame a meditation. So now begins the creative journey I've been walking towards for 5 years. I'll update you as the night unfolds, and after some time spent with the images in Lightroom, I'll share what the darkness has brought and revealed. It's midnight. Owls have come to greet me. Darkness kisses me as I put more logs on the fire. In the stillness of midnight, the branches spoke in silhouettes, and I listened with my lens. With each sweep of the beam, the trees awakened, their branches etched in silver, their shadows stretching like quiet ghosts across the forest floor. Some trees do not sleep, they hold the night like memory, quietly waiting to be witnessed. I painted the trees with light, not to reveal them, but to let their silence speak in glowing strokes and whispered silhouettes. I didn't photograph darkness. I photographed the way light dreams inside it. These branches weren't reaching, they were remembering. Under the hush of midnight, I let the moon do the work. Its pale light draped the trees in silver hush, and the lens captured their stillness like a secret. I didn't need a flash. The moonlight traced each branch with delicate purpose, and the trees stood quietly, posing for eternity. Midnight asking for no exception, only presence. As dawn crept in, the trees began to stir in silhouette, dark against the soft bloom of morning. They welcomed the light in quiet dignity. I raised the camera just the first blush of day brushed the treetops, capturing the moment. The woodland shifted from shadow into breath. In the hush between shutter clicks, I felt the trees exhale.